Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is BlueVein with Profiteer Trading, and we are about to go ahead and do our daily recap for today. All right, let's get right into it. So, looking at our morning prep, uh, these were kind of our three main hypos here. This breakout pullback, composite value area low, target composite value area high, a breakout pullback, composite value area high, targeting low, and then this return pullback, getting into this kind of chop fest. And I think the key takeaway was actually this high risk event here, low liquid day with the holidays. So low liquidity kind of turned SPOOs into a massive chop fest, as we can see. Going into it, we'll just pay attention to this top line here and this bottom line here and see how price reacted. So coming into the open at 09, let's see, 9:30. So here's where we were right here at the open. We pressed up, tested that value area low, got rejected, and then kind of pulled up again from the developing value area low, came up, tried to peek through it, failed, down, and pretty much the entire session, this was just a massive grindy chop fest. Again, this was all caused by that holiday, that low liquidity. This is just not something that you really want to be getting involved with. And if we, for full disclosure, we'll look at, this was the one trade I took today, one fill that I took a shot at. And I was trying to get that, every time we came and tried to push up into this value area, we were failing. So we pushed into the value area, we touched the developing value area high. So at that point we had a rejection. We also had DVA in our favor, rhythm in our favor, order flow is in our favor. I took the trade short. We pressed down, bounced off VWAP, started to come back up. My expectation here was that we were going to try and make another drive back up to the DVA high. Either way, I ended up flattening it. So I grabbed 6 ticks off of that, whatever. And then I saw it do this, and it was just, I knew that after the afternoon, or after the morning, and lunch hit and everything, the volume was gonna be so low that there really was not gonna be much opportunity, and it ended up just being a massive chop fest, and probably grinded people up that were trying to play it. Because even with a rotational day, you'd be wanting to fade the extremes of the DVA, and really that was this opportunity here that I took, and the rest of it were so time bound. I mean, you're pretty much pushing the 0.5 standard deviation right here, which is nothing. So no real movement, no real liquidity to make things push. However, if we look at what's going into the future, let's pull up our long-term VWAPs here. Let's see. So we have got this whole chop fest here. I still think we could see a drive down to test this yearly VWAP, and then possibly press back up to try and form this new area. Speaking of value areas, but anyways, just as far as this goes, just know we're above the yearly VWAP and pressing into the monthly developing value area high up here. But it's kind of, it'll be a lot more interesting to see what the sentiment is tomorrow once all the big banks and big money are back in the game. Looking at this, how does anything change? We're starting to form a new value area that could take over this previous one. I mean, if we come drag it down to here, we start to use this, and we just say 10, 10 value area. How does that look on our chart? It's a very big area, but here you can see we had a breakthrough, retest, push up, and chop. So we'll have more updated levels as time goes on. I'm not too convicted on anything, not very excited about any trades that I took today, which is why I only ended up taking the one that I saw. This was really the only real opportunity. This could have been one, but again, you were pushing it. And then as soon as we started to get into this chop, I flattened it, and that was it for the day. So hopefully tomorrow, with the more money coming in, we will have better liquidity, and that will bring the game back into the fold. So again, tomorrow I will have the morning prep out, and I will be able to make that morning prep video. So expect that, and make sure you take notes of this kind of a system. If this is your first time experiencing low liquidity, make sure you understand the impacts of that. If you were coming into today, like, sure, I was prepared for a bigger move, right? However, this also needs to be noted. So it needs to be understood that, hey, low liquid day, if a big person wants to step in and move the market, they're going to have the ability to. However, if there's no big partners or no big money moving the market at their will, then it's just going to be kind of a chop fest, which is what it turned into. And that's about it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow I'm going to be coming out with a little mini lesson that we'll do on rhythm and looking at how rhythm works within a market and how to incorporate it into your trading. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.